Turkey Creek, here we go again. Aim left, fade it to the middle. Now the guy moves. It's just a maintenance worker. All right, now he's out of the way, but they're watering the green. How great is this? Should make it receptive for my approach shot. All right, no warm up. And make sure you like and subscribe. Smash that button. It helps me out. So after a bad drive, I'm off to the right, above my foot stance. So it's going to want to draw, but I got to play a low cut onto a green that they're watering with the pin in the back. So I'm going to take a 6 hybrid and just try to do a low punch. Basically playing it like a recovery shot. Back in my stance. Face kind of open because I'm going to be aiming a little left. And I top it. I'm going to take my 52, do a little 3/4 stock shot. Back in my stance, control the flight a little bit. Kind of hard to gauge the speed on it. It's freshly wet, the ball's wet. For bogey. All right, I gotta move. All right, par 5. After a bogey on 1, need to settle down now. Need to settle down. Aim left with a little bit of a cut. And push it right. But that's kind of my normal miss on this hole. So it should be all right. So I'm experimenting again with my clubs because my 3-wood and my 4 hybrid, not my 3-wood, my 7-wood and my 4 hybrid go the exact same distance. 193 in the air. So I'm going to, I think, drop the 4 hybrid, keep the 7-wood, and I'm going to add my 3 hybrid back to give me a little bit better gap between the next club, which is my 5-wood, which I fly, I think it was 210 or 215. I don't remember, but I'm messing with it. Trying to see if the 3 hybrid's going to help me. Either way, got to keep it low. Kind of going to punch this down the fairway. Make sure if I miss any direction, I want to miss to the right so I have an opening to the green. So aim in the middle, maybe a little bit of a cut, but it's mostly just like a punch shot because it's a par 5. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. All right, let's go. So some news to the channel. A couple weekends ago, I went to my parents' house in Fort Walton to play golf with my dad over a weekend trip. And we went to a range that had the TrackMan set up. So I've got a better understanding of my yardages now. And I was under clubbing by about a club and a half. So this should be the right club for me. I just pulled it. But I'm on the green, putting for birdie. And it's definitely warm enough to take this jacket off now, so. Good run at birdie. Go with a little bit of strategy here. This hole's a little wonky for my driver, which I'm hitting a fade. And this hole's pretty short. So the club that I'm most consistent with hitting straight has been my 5-wood, which is a low-key favorite club in my bag. So that is what I'm going to tee off with today. This is the ball. Here's what I want. Try a new ball on this hole. All right, just down the middle. Kind of hit low on the grooves, but it'll play. So with that understanding of my driving range yardages, this 6 hybrid goes about 155 for me, and I'm sitting at 153. Kind of a tight lie. Pins in the front, but I'd rather be long than short, so I'm going to go kind of right at it. There's a trap short to the left, which hopefully is out of play, but anything right or long is going to be just fine. Tempo town, tempo town. And I don't know what I did there, but I obviously lifted up. I'm going to play it kind of like a bunker shot. Opened up. Just bad contact. Good contact, bad result. Really weird stance. The ball's behind my feet and above my feet. But a really good result. All right, 153 to the front of the green. Pin is in the front. And I now know this, like I just discussed, but I haven't hit it yet. This 6 hybrid is my 155 club, so let's try it again. Take good aim. Confident swing. Felt a little thin, but thin wins. I'm on the green. A little right to left. Downhill slider. Didn't hit it. Oh. Getting used to this new putter to me. That would have been short with my bullseye either way. but for par. Okay, these guys are letting me play through, so gotta kind of rush it. I'm gonna aim right at them and cut it. No, you're perfectly fine. If I hit that card, I deserve to go home right away.
I feel the same way.
109. Well, it'll play. Really? All right, guys, I'm out of your way. Thank you very much.
Good round.
You do. You do as well. And that is absolutely why I despise playing through a group as a solo. But they were going really slow, and they offered to let me go, so I wasn't going to turn it down. But the reality is, there's another group in front here on the green. All right, good shot, good shot. Wind's in my face a little bit. Says I'm sitting 284. I'm just having fun, so I'm going to try something. I'm going to try driver off the deck. Just because I'm not playing competitively. I'm here to have fun. No, I'm not. Too much downhill. Take a 5-wood. All right. Straight ball, right at the flag. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Well, that was a good miss. All right, sitting at around 82. And I now know my stock sand wedge, my 56, is 80. So here we go. Should be able to go right at this thing. Good stock shot. All right, gave myself a difficult up and down. All right. Hole number 7. Left side, cut it back. I've been blocking everything a little to the right today, so slight adjustment with my driver. Still block pushed it. All right, found it. Got a really bad, left myself really bad here. 158 out. I got to hit I'm going to hit a cut Stinger 4 hybrid. Not 4, 3. Because I got to get to the right and keep it under this tree, which is about 30 yards in front of me. It's going to be a hard shot. So choke up, back in the stance. Man, that ball's just spinning weird. Right in front of the green now. It's an okay recovery shot. All right. Got my 56 degree. Carry this most of the way there. It's not even on the green. Through the green, through the fringe, and onto the spongy rough. Downhill. I'm having a bad short game day, but let's make do with what it is. This is for 2, 3. This is for par. So pay attention. Concentrate. Good shot. Just not quite far enough. So if you've been following my channel, I've started to do a couple of live streams every week on my putting practice at home that I just started with my putting mat for this particular reason right here. These little 5-footers, 6-footers. This one's probably closer to 5. Just like that. Here we are, 115 to the front, about 125 to the pin, I'm guessing. I'm going to take an 8-iron. I usually take 9 on this hole and end up short, so I think 8, and part of that is figuring out my yardage distances. So this should be pretty good. Little left. I think I missed the green, but I think I'm pin high. And I did exactly that. Missed the green by 8 inches, but I'm pin high. So a little downhill left to right slider with about 8 inches of rough to go through. Kind of rough, dry, bumpy greens, so I can't expect much. But up and down for par works for me. Or drop in for birdie. Nope, just missed. Last hole, hole number 9. Pretty stiff breeze into my face, so I'm going to tee it down. Okay, about 160 yards to the middle of the green. Pin indicates in the middle. Wind is in my face, and I hit my 5 hybrid about 165, so I'm figuring it's a pretty good club. So that's what I'm going after this pin with. And I'm need to make a birdie, so I'm going to go right at it. Haven't made a birdie on the channel yet. Felt a little thin. Pin high. Man, it's good to have yardage. Oh, I feel good about that. Pulled it a little, but on the green, the right distance is definitely a win. Pretty straight putt, maybe a little left to right because of the water over here. Little downhill, so a little trickier, but I'm going to go for a nice lag with hopes of it going in. I'm happy with that. Actually, I'm not. I should have been at least past the hole, but and it did drift right. So I'm going to need to make sure I put pace on this, because if you try to fade these in is when you miss them. Just good alignment. Trust the practice I've been doing on my indoor putting mat. Good pace. And a par. Back-to-back pars. Thanks for watching. Here's what I scored, and we'll see you next time.